Good day, everyone. So here we sit with gold below 1,300 bucks, and this video is the top 5 gold stocks that I see that have a cash flow and don't need the price of gold to go higher in order to appreciate. Now, before we start, I do feel inclined to mention I do own some of these names, and this is obviously not a recommendation to buy. And thirdly, if gold goes significantly lower, I don't expect these stocks to do great. This is just if gold stays flat or if gold goes up. Actually, these aren't levered to the upside, but these things I expect them to do well if gold is flat over the next few years. So here we are, pick number 5, the alternative. Now I get it. Gold mining is not the greatest business, and that is a severe understatement. But DYNACOR Gold Mines is not exactly a miner, and they're not exactly a royalty company either. They're something in between. Now, they're kind of tricky to value because they don't have depletion in the traditional sense. They're a mill, kind of. They mill third parties' ores. Now, what do I like about DYNACOR compared to their competitors? Well, they have a dividend. They're, in addition to that, buying back shares and growing, all while being cash flow positive and have no debt. Next, we have pick number 4, the royalty play. Now, this one was a bit tricky because there's a few royalty gold companies that I like at these price levels, but SANDSTORM for me takes the edge, and it has run up significantly. That's why I was super hesitant about putting it here. But it takes the edge because that's Hodmadan, which is a project that in a few years will double their production. And I don't believe that that's priced in yet. It at some point will be, and then Sandstorm might be on the same level as the others. But for now, they have a stable cash flow and I see relative value compared to the other gold royalty companies, a lot of which, as I said before, I also do like. And third, no list would be complete without having a gold takeout candidate. And for me, that takeout candidate is Pretium Resources. Now, there's a few possible takeout candidates. There's more than a few, actually, but for me, the one would have to be the one that is high grade, big production, stable jurisdiction, and I'd even be willing to call British Columbia a stable jurisdiction, despite certain things. But they are in production, so I don't think that'll be the political aspect would be that much of a problem there. So that's my pick for if I were picking one big takeout candidate. Coming in at number 2, we have a mid-tier company that is coming together and growing. And it might not be what you think. Here we have LEAGOLD, which is Frank Gistra's new project. So the big story behind this one is Los Filos, which I hope I pronounced properly, but it's basically a gold mine that they bought from Gold Corp and then basically just reinvented it. Its production alone in a few years will be 400,000 ounces, taking the company, when that happens, to 700,000 ounces of production, with many, many years of reserves and resources. They have millions and millions of ounces, many more than some significantly bigger companies. And what you're paying for this market cap is significantly less than I think it should be. Now, they do have some debt that comes with growing, but around these gold prices, they're more than fine in my view. And all of this, now we are ramping up to number 1, which is Equinox Resources. Now, they did just issue $130 million worth of shares at a premium, but I'm still not convinced that I love it. Now, did the market maybe discount more higher cost of capital? Maybe. And is there still value there? Yes, definitely, in my view. But what you get with Equinox, even though they seem to want to share the value with more and more people, is raw speedy, a discount company trading at a discount to its net asset value, ramping up multiple assets, growing production, and growing cash flow. And over the next few years, their all-in sustaining costs as they get their better mines online will be decreasing, along with them growing the reserves at their big two flagship projects. I think there's a lot of catalysts that could take this higher. That's it for today. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you agree or disagree, hate my list, please in the comment section, let me know what your number one gold pick is that you'd have number one on the list that wouldn't need higher gold prices. I absolutely do not know of all the gold projects in the world, not even close. But these are just some of the cash flow positive gold stocks that I like at today's prices. So I hope you enjoyed, and catch you next time.